भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। अध सूर्याधर्वाङ्गिरसं व्याख्यास्यामः ब्रह्मा ऋषिः गायत्री छन्दः आदित्यो देवता हंसः सोऽहमग्निनारायणयुक्तं बीजम् हृल्लेखा शक्तिः वियदादिसर्गसंयुक्तं कीलकम् चतुर्विध पुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थे विनियोगः षट्स्वरारूढेन बीजेन षडङ्गम् रक्ताम्बुजसंस्थितम् सप्ताश्वरधिनम् हिरण्यवर्णम् चतुर्भुजम् पद्मद्वयाभयवरदहस्तम् कालचक्रप्रणेतारम् श्रीसूर्यनारायणम् य एवं वेद स वै ब्राह्मणः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तुषश्च सूर्याद्वै खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते सूर्याद्यज्ञः पर्जन्योऽन्नमात्मा नमस्ते आदित्य त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं कर्म कर्तासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं विष्णुरसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं रुद्रोऽसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं मृगसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं यजुरसि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं सामासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षम् अथर्वासि त्वमेव सर्वं छन्दोसि आदित्याद् वायुर्जायते आदित्याद् भूमिर्जायते आदित्याद् आपो जायन्ते आदित्याद् ज्योतिर्जायते आदित्याद् व्योमदिशो जायन्ते आदित्याद् देवा जायन्ते आदित्याद् वेदा जायन्ते आदित्यो वा एष एतन्मण्डलं तपति असावादित्यो ब्रह्मा आदित्योऽन्तःकरणमनो बुद्धिचित्ताहङ्काराः आदित्यो वै व्यानः समानो दानोपान प्राणः आदित्यो वै श्रोत्रत्वच्चक्षुरसनघ्राणाः आदित्यो वै वाक्पाणिपादवायुपस्थाः आदित्यो वै शब्दस्पर्शरूपरसगन्धाः आदित्यो वै वचनादानागमनविसर्गानन्दाः आनन्दमयो विज्ञानमयो विज्ञानघन आदित्यः नमो मित्राय भानवे मृत्योर्मा पाहि प्राजिष्णवे विश्वहेतवे नमः सूर्याद्भवन्ति भूतानि सूर्येण पालितानि तु सूर्ये लयं प्राप्नुवन्ति यः सूर्यः सोऽहमेव च चक्षुर्नो देवः सविता चक्षुर्न उत पर्वतः चक्षुर्धाता ददातु नः आदित्याय विद्महे सहस्रकिरणाय धीमहि तन्नः सूर्यः प्रचोदयात् सविता पुरस्तात् सविता पश्चातात् सवितोत्तरातात् सविता धरातात् सविता नः सुवतु सर्वदा दिगुं सविता नो रासतां दीर्घमायुः ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्मा गृणीरिति द्वे अक्षरे सूर्य इत्यक्षरद्वयम् आदित्य इति त्रीण्यक्षराणि एतस्यैव सूर्यस्याष्टाक्षरो मनुः यः सदा हर हर जपति स वै ब्राह्मणो भवति स वै ब्राह्मणो भवति सूर्याभिमुखो जप्त्वा महाव्याधिभयात् प्रमुच्यते अलक्ष्मीर्नश्यति अभक्ष्यभक्षणात् पूतो भवति अगम्यागमनात् पूतो भवति पतितसम्भाषणात् पूतो भवति असत्सम्भाषणात् पूतो भवति मध्याह्ने सूर्याभिमुख पठेत् सद्योत्पन्न पञ्चमहापातकात् प्रमुच्यते सैषा सावित्रीं विद्यां न किञ्चिदपि न कस्मैचित् प्रशंसयेत् य एतां महाभागः प्रातः पठति स भाग्यवान् जायते पशून् विन्दति वेदार्थं लभते त्रिकालमेतज्जप्त्वा क्रतुशतफलमवाप्नोति हस्तादित्ये जपति स महामृत्युं धरति स महामृत्युं धरति य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Sri Sai Ram. Lot of people are on vacation today. Ma? No. Today is a very auspicious day. It's one of the Guru Purnimas. A beautiful altar of Swami today. The Jagat Guru, Lord Incarnate, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Aka Mavai, Ashadha, Kartika, Margasira, Vaishakha. These Purnimas are Guru Purnimas. Vaishakha Shuddha Purnami. On each of these Purnimas, the greatest of all the Gurus have incarnated on this earth to elevate us from the ignorance to the truth, and from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. To help us recognize the divinity within us, the Guru, out of his supreme compassion, comes in so many forms to constantly remind his disciple that he is nothing but him, that the disciple is nothing but the Guru. And Ashadha Shuddha Purnima is the incarnation of the Guru. So many Gurus actually. Ashadha Shuddha Purnima is the birthday of Vyasa. Vyasa Purnima, Guru Purnima. Kartika Shuddha Purnima is the birthday of Guru Nanak. Margasira Shuddha Purnima is the birthday of Dattatreya. And Vaishakha Shuddha Purnima is the birthday of Buddha. The enlightenment on this beautiful Vaishakha Shuddha Purnima is also I was told in India by someone that this particular year is for Suryopasana, Virodhanam Samvatsara. There was a great gentleman, a great soul that actually came to me out of nowhere and told me that Virodhanam Samvatsaram everybody should do Aditya Hridaya Parayanam so that the effulgence of the Surya, apparently this last few years the Jupiter planet has been affected by negativity and it is going down in energy, and that's the reason why the Rudropasana was initiated by Bhagavan, starting with that Rudra Parayanam. Rudra Japam is the only thing that would give the Guru Graham the energy that is required. It is the positive planet, and when it started losing its force, the negativity started creeping in. And I don't want all of you to get scared about hearing all these things, but there is an effect of energies that come from the planet on all of us. And all these planets are within ourselves only. All the grahas will not affect you when there is anugraha of the Guru. There should be no agraha, only anugraha. Then all the grahas, navagrahas, will be properly behaving. Why would this particular Aditya Hridayam or Suryopanishad, why is that is important for us to chant during Virodhanam Samvatsara? I don't know. When somebody tells it, it must be it. Right? Mother Karunamaya also said the same thing when she was doing the Homa, that Guru planet is losing its energy, and she did a special Homa for Guru Graha when she did the Homas, and she mentioned explicitly. So many great souls are saying something, there must be some truth to it. I'm nobody to question it. Just follow it. No analysis. The biggest problem with the mind is analysis. And if you look at this Guru Graha, Guru Anugraha, and look at the effulgence of the sun, they are one and the same. Dispelling darkness is bringing in light. And dispelling darkness is what the Guru does. And how does he dispel the darkness? Is by bringing in light. He keeps on telling you, you are not this, you are not this, you are not that. I could see that the energy here last week was profound. There was Surya Narayana and Sai Narayana, both present. And when Swami has so many beautiful ways of, I don't know how the pictures came into picture, but that's a different story. The picture tells so much about Surya Upanishad. Everything, I don't know if most of you probably were focused on the paper than on the picture, but not able to lift your heads up and see, but Parjanyo Annamatma, you see that beautiful dark clouds that are around the Surya is the Parjanya. Without the Parjanya there is no Annam. You have to have the rain for it. So how does this Parjanya come? From the water itself. How does the water give the Parjanya? From the sunlight only. And so Esha Etan Mandalam Tapati, the whole earth has to lose its water and lose all its negative gases and everything. Tapati, the whole thing is beautifully baked. And practical experience last year. 49 degrees Celsius in Vijayawada. It was just incredible. It was like getting, but in the context of the feeling for the greatest of the Guru, that doesn't touch. When the focus was on that great Guru and his love doesn't touch you, because you're not affected by it. How can you be affected by it when your mind is focused on the grace of the Guru? It doesn't affect you. All the other distractions, then all the mosquitoes, all the heat and everything will be bothering you. Why? Because the mind has nothing else to do. It is focused on that consciousness. So in spite of it, the love of the Guru really is the cool factor with that son. And Bhagavan, somebody was sharing with me in Puttaparthi, it was so hot one of the days that they were all waiting for darshan and it was so hot. And they were doing this, it was unbearable, in Puttaparthi. And then there were one brother had an idea, why wouldn't we put air coolers and air conditioning entire Kulwant hall, then it will be very nice, we will all be comfortable. And they were all thinking like that. Couple of brothers were talking, sitting in the veranda because they had nothing else to focus on. And all of a sudden Swami comes out, there was a cool breeze that comes. Everything just, cool breeze just flows into Kulwant hall. And then he gives darshan and he goes off to the Yajur Mandir. It's like lightning and thunder and the whole thing was like, rain for 15-20 minutes. The entire thing was cooled down. They were coming out and he was saying it was like San Francisco weather. And then the other brother told him, look, you see, the thing is, we thought of putting only air coolers in Kulwant hall. He decided to cool the entire Puttaparthi just to let us know. You fellows focus on me, not on everything around you. That is sadhana. Why does God have to take birth in out of no places other than Puttaparthi, of forbidden places? Tirupati, Sri Sailam, Puttaparthi. Look at all these places. No water, most of the time no electricity. It is all forbidden places. Why does God go take birth in those places? To attract the sadhakas who are not distracted by anything around them. But here we are, beautiful roads to Puttaparthi, everything is laid out, then we are comfortable with it. It's quite an experience to sit in the mandir and sing bhajans in the physical absence of Bhagavan. Because I experienced, this is the first time I experienced what is it to sit in mandir without Bhagavan sitting in the chair. Every time I sat in the mandir, Bhagavan was in the chair. And this time, there was no physical presence, but the divine presence was so profound. How many villagers they would come and they just want to touch the mandir and go. Because they know that just touching the mandir is enough for them to stand, because they don't have any other desire. They come from all around villages. They're not running after him to this place, that place, all those things, but they are sitting, they come because they don't know, they don't have newspapers, nothing to read, right? So they come, when I was there were villagers that came from other places thinking that Bhagavan is in Puttaparthi, but it doesn't matter for them. Even if Bhagavan is physically not there, one villager was telling me, I'll go touch the mandir, that is enough. I was just talking to a few of them. He was telling me in such lovely, pure Telugu, And I was telling this to a brother, and then he said, that is so true, Anna. One time, Swami was going for darshan, and there were these gypsies, Lambadi they call them. And there was a guy that was sitting like this, waiting for darshan, one Lambadi guy. Swami was walking in front of these Lambadis, looking at them so loving. And he was sitting like this, and just looking at him like that. And then Swami materialized Vibhuti, gave the Vibhuti to the guy next to him. And then this guy looked at him, he didn't, Nagiyala Vibhuti. He just asked him, look, you didn't give me Vibhuti, you gave to the guy next to him. Then Swami, see how he asked, they talk like that, right? Nagiyala Vibhuti. That's what, Nagiyala Vibhuti. Looked at Swami and he looked at him, said like that. Swami was so loving, he said, Niki Valedu, Ayo. He was saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give you. Come, I'll give you another. And then he materialized a chain and put it on his on his this thing. And he was saying, Naki Dendu Sami, Vibhuti Sami, Vibhuti Sami. He said, Swami, why do I need this Swami? Give me Vibhuti Swami. That's what he cares for. Naki Dendu Sami. He has no value for that chain, you see. What a Lambadi guy has a value for a chain. He's saying, Swami, why do I need this Swami? Give me Vibhuti Swami. Then Swami materialized Vibhuti again for him, put it in his hand. So this the love between the innocent, that is where the Guru Anugraha is. And this Guru, you see, comes in so many ways. The first and foremost form of the Guru that can come in our lives is the mother and the father. So the first runa, the first indebtedness that we have to the Guru is in the form of mother and father. It's called Pitru Runa. Then there is Deva Runa. Then there is Rishi Runa. The human being is indebted in three different ways. Pitru Runa, Deva Runa, Rishi Runa. How do you take care of the Pitru Runa? There is no way you can actually take care of the indebtedness to the parents. Nothing. Whatever you do, there is nothing you can do to fulfill the indebtedness you have to your parents. Period. Nothing. But Devaruna, Rishiruna, you can take care of them. How Devaruna is by yajnas and yagas. That is how Devarunas are taken. Rishiruna is by sadhana, by japa, tapa, jhana, bhajana. All those things are Rishiruna. Kavya patana, all the shastras and adhyayana. That is how you take care of the Rishiruna. That's the yajnas, yagas and service and all those things is how you take care of the Devaruna. Pitruruna, no way. You will ever be indebted to your parents. Even so much that you don't even have indebtedness to the Guru who gives you supreme knowledge. Because there is no relationship with the Guru, you see. It is beyond any relationship. It is attribute because he is like that Surya Graha who gives you. Same thing with the mother also, father also. In fact, the mother and father love the child who is the most ineffective than the most effective. But their love for the children, whether there is one child or 15 children, it doesn't really matter. The love of the parents is equal to all the children and they will take care of them. But the only thing that they would do is to pray that sacrifice. Why is there that Runa could not be taken care is that the sacrifice. The sacrifice is what is the fundamental quality of the Guru. Now, I know we wanted to, today's sister came prepared to share about Aditya Hridayam. And knowing Aditya Hridayam is the expansion consciousness of this Surya, the effulgence. Please go ahead. Let's chant the few slokas and then Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Tato Yuddha Parishrantam Samare Chintaya Sthitam Ravananchagrato Drushtva Yuddhaya Samupasthitam Daivataischa Samagamya Drashtumabhyagato Ranam Upagamya Bravidramam Agastyo Bhagavan Rishihi Rama Rama Mahabaho Srunu Guhyam Sanatanam Yena Sarvan Narin Vatsha Samare Vijayishyasi Aditya Hridayam Punyam Sarvashatru Vinashanam Jayavaham Jape Nityam Akshayam Paramam Shivam Sarva Mangala Mangalyam Sarva Papa Pranashanam Chinta Shoka Prasamanam Ayurvardhanam Uttamam Rasmimantam samudyantam Devasura namaskritam Pujayasva vivasvantam भास्करं भुवनेश्वरम् सर्वदेवात्मको ह्येष तेजस्वी रश्मिभावनः येष देवासुरगणान् लोकान् पाति गभस्तिभिः येष ब्रह्मा च विष्णुश्च शिवस्कन्दः प्रजापतिः महेन्द्रो धनधक्कालो यमः सोमो ह्यपाम्पतिः पितरो वसवः साध्याः अश्विनौ मरुतो मनुः वायुर्वह्निः प्रजा प्राणा ऋतुकर्ता प्रभाकरः आदित्यः सविता सूर्यः खगः पूषा गभस्तिमान् सुवर्णसदृशो भानुः हिरण्यरेता दिवाकरः हरिदस्वः सहस्राचिर् सप्तसप्तिर्मरीचिमान् तिमिरोन्मथनः शम्भुः स्वस्ता मार्ताण्ड अंशुमान् हिरण्यगर्भः शिशिरस्तापनो भास्करो रविः अग्निगर्भोदिते पुत्र शङ्खः शिशिरनाशनः व्योमनाथस्तमो भेदी ऋग्यजुस्सामपारगः घनवृष्टिरपां मित्रो विन्ध्यवीधिप्लवङ्गमः आतपी मण्डली मृत्युः पिङ्गलः सर्वतापनः कपिर्विश्वो महातेज सर्वभवोद्भवः नक्षत्रग्रहताराणाम् अधिपो विश्वभावनः तेजसामपि तेजस्वी द्वादशात्मन्नमोऽस्तु ते नमः पूर्वाय गिरये पश्चिमायाद्रये नमः ज्योतिर्गणानाम् पतये दिनाधिपतये नमः जयाय जयभद्राय हर्यश्वाय नमो नमः नमो नमः सहस्रांशो आदित्याय नमो नमः नम उग्राय वीराय सारंगाय नमो नमः नमः पद्मप्रबोधाय मार्ताण्डाय नमो नमः ब्रह्मेशानाच्युतेशाय सूर्यायादित्यवर्चसे भास्वते सर्वभक्षाय रौद्राय वपुषे नमः तमोघ्नाय हिमघ्नाय शत्रुघ्नायामितात्मने कृतघ्नघ्नाय देवाय ज्योतिषां पतये नमः तप्तचामीकराभाय बन्धये विश्वकर्मणे नमस्तमोभिनिघ्नाय रुचये लोकसाक्षिणे नाशयत्येष वैभूतम् तदेव सृजति प्रभुः पायत्येष तपत्येष वर्षत्येष गभस्तिभिः येष सुप्तेषु जागर्ति भूतेषु परिनिष्ठितः एष यैवाग्निहोत्रम् च फलम् चैवाग्निहोत्रिणाम् वेदाश्चक्रतवश्चैव क्रतूनाम् फलमेव च यानि कृत्यानि लोकेषु सर्व एष रविप्रभुः येनमापत्सु कृच्छेषु कान्तारेषु भयेषु च कीर्तयन् पुरुषः कश्चित् नावसीदति राघव पूजयस्वैवमेकाग्रो देवदेवम् जगत्पतिम् एतत्त्रिगुणितम् जप्त्वा युद्धेषु विजयिष्यसि अस्मिन् क्षणे महाबाहो रावणम् त्वम् वधिष्यसि एवमुक्त्वा तथागस्त्यो जगाम च यथागतम् एतत् श्रुत्वा महातेज नष्टशोको भवत्तदा धारयामास सुप्रीतो राघवः प्रेतात्मवान् आदित्यम् प्रेक्ष्य जप्त्वा तु param harshamavaptavan शुचिर्भूत्वा धनुरादाय वीर्यवान् रावणं प्रेक्ष्य हृष्टात्मा युद्धाय समुपागमत् सर्वयत्नेन महता वधे तस्य धृतो अभवत् अधरविरवधन्निरीक्ष्य रामं मुदितमनाः परमं प्रहृष्यमानः निशिचलपति संशयं विदित्वा सुरगणमध्यगतो वचस्त्वरेति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः should be fine. Or you want to, yeah. If it is inconvenient then. That's it. Yeah.
Sairam.
Sairam.
What I'm going to share today is not my words, what Shekharji has already told in classes and last year in Aditya Hridayam, and he chanted. So what I consider, whatever, the Saturday class is like, I consider it as a vitamin G for me. So he has assimilated everything in a capsule he has given to us. All we have to do is just swallow it. So what? Aditya Hridayam. Aditi. Diti means direction. Aditi is it's boundless, there is no direction. Hridayam, Hrid plus Dayam. Hrid, it comes from the base word Brah, so it's magnanimous. And Daya is the compassion. So it's the boundless, magnanimous compassion. So I want to share an experience. Usually, most of my experience I had shared with a couple of my brothers and sisters, and mostly with Shekharji. This one I don't remember. But when he asked me to teach Aditya Hridayam to the class, I was really dumbfounded. What qualifications I have. I'm not profound in English, or I'm not profound either. I'm not a good speaker, or I'm not a good person, in any way, spiritual living or anything. What qualification I have? And I remember once, I was meditating, Swami, what qualification I have, and he has chosen, and I should do some justification. And then immediately when you ask Swami, some thought comes to me. Once, Swami students were asking, what Swami, we are inside, inside your interview room and sitting under your feet, and lot of people are waiting. What punyam we don't know we did. And Swami once said, I might not be quoting the exact word, but the thing is the same. He was telling, no punyam, nothing you had done. It is only out of my immense compassion I'm giving this opportunity for you. So it is just out of His will and grace, So now, no, we don't have any qualification. That is the biggest qualification we should have. It must be like 7 years before, we were having a very tough time in our life. Like we had come to this country 10 years before, and 10, 11 years before, and then it was a job loss, and my husband was in H1, and it was we didn't even expect it. And he, after some time, he got a job in New Jersey, and he wanted me to stay here because we were so fond of this satsang here in this center and everything, and lot of reason we want to stay here. And I was here with my daughter alone, a 6-year-old, and he had gone with with a small company in H1 in New Jersey. And it was so difficult for me without car and everything. And I would take my daughter to the school in bus and everything. It was so difficult during the cold months in December. And somewhere, someone told me, Aditya Hridayam, if you chant for 42 days, all your, difficulties will go away. It was in the air, and I didn't know, I don't know what is Aditya Hridayam, I don't know what context, I don't know what story behind it or nothing. And someone gave me this book, and it all came, when you want something and you ask God, and it all comes there. And I didn't have any friends whom I can share my difficulties. I was all alone at my home with no car, nothing. And then someone will come on Sunday, pick me to Sai Center, and I'll come. And only companion I had was Swami. So I would really hold on to Swami like anything, because I didn't, I couldn't speak to my husband because he was always working and it was very difficult. And only companion I had was with Swami. I couldn't share my difficulties with my daughter, who is only 6 years old, and 6 or 7, I'm not sure at the time. And what I would do is, morning, whatever be the thing, 5:30 I would do my light meditation. I would think that is my appointment with Swami. Literally Swami would come. Somehow, because I didn't have anything to cling on, so I would imagine Swami is coming 5:30 in my altar. So I'd finish my light meditation and chant this Aditya Hridayam. So I did this for 42 days. In between I would really rush. And in the process of doing that, I really believed, first I probably only in my physical and mind wise I thought that 5:30 I have an appointment with God, just word wise. But somehow it has ingrained in every cell. 5:30 Swami is there. So even if I'm late little bit, like it would be 5:25 and I would be doing something, on my morning chores, I would really rush, I would go and do my light meditation 5:30. So it has ingrained in myself that 5:30 Swami is there. No matter what, he is there, So I'll finish the light meditation and I would chant the Aditya Hridayam. 42 days it continued. And my husband came back and he got a job here, and we came back and everything. And there was one day I was, I just laid back. I just slept. And morning I woke up at 5:25 and I said, a comfort zone came. And I said, okay, let me sleep today. I'll get up at 6:30 and do it. And 5:30, I was just thinking about this on the bed. And then this tremendous light force, it was, you can call it Surya, I don't know, it came charging towards me, towards the window. I couldn't take that light, I couldn't see, I couldn't take that light. It was charging towards the window. My husband was sleeping there, he had come back, and then and it was charging towards. I said, Sai Ram, Swami, I cannot take this light, my eyes, I cannot see it, that heat, I cannot bear it. And then, please go away. It was coming near the window. I don't know why I said, I should have not said, please go away, please consume me. But 5:30, it came and then it hit the window and it went off, near the window. So I think, it is, we might forget that Swami is, but it is his boundless compassion, for a person like me to have that experience, who have no, whatsoever, qualification, nothing, just one belief that Aditya Hridayam would take me to all this sorrow, and then and then every time I would walk, I would talk, because there is no one, I would talk to the sun, I would talk to the sun because he is the Pratyaksha Pramana, the Surya Bhagavan is there. So I would walk, I would go anywhere, and wherever I'm going, I would see the sun god and I would have a conversation. So Sai Ram, brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter sometimes, if we know the meaning, why we are chanting, the things like that. But what matters is the intention, it is the bhava which matters the most. But it will take you to a different level of consciousness at each level. So right now when I chant, I think the Ravana which is inside me in the form of 10 things, anger, greed, envy, jealousy, ego, pride, Mano, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, all those things, taking all the 10 evil qualities, whatever I have. So, take off all these 10 evil qualities in me, and I will fight against those evil qualities. That is how I think and when I chant. So each level of consciousness is different, the physical, metaphysical, and spiritual. So we are going beyond all, so it doesn't matter in what level we chant. What matters is it is a true intention and the bhava. So, this Sai Rama is here, and he is creating lot of Ramas here. He is creating lot of Ramas here. So when this particular Aditya Hridayam is, the scene goes like this. So whenever I start this Aditya Hridayam, I think of the scene when Rama is facing Ravana. He is really tired. He has come as a human being, and he takes the path to the divinity. to the divine form. So when he is in the human form, he shows all the qualities, all the tamasic qualities. He is really tired of. He's at the war field. He is really tired of this war and then battlefield, and he is facing Ravana. He is worried. How am I going to win over this Rama? That is when the God comes along with Agastya and gives this Aditya Hridayam. So Shekharji might share the 12 names of Aditya, and then where there is a Mitra, Surya, Kaga, Pusha. Each and every name, when he says Mitra, he was literally a friend. It is not what my experience or their experience matters. It is just his boundless compassion what matters here. It is just through that experience. We need not judge any person with that experience, but just the experience because of his boundless compassion is what it matters. So when we chant today the Aditya Hridayam, let us chant for these 42 days starting from today, that towards the end of the Aditya Hridayam, the Surya Bhagavan comes and says, hurry up, when I say, and when Rama gets energized and facing Ravana, Surya Bhagavan says the last word is hurry up. So let's do the same way, hurry up, and then march towards Swami, march towards all those, taking away all that evil qualities in us. When, I remember when Geeta Mohan has said, once in Swami's birthday, he said, Swami is there and we are here, and there are so much of all our bad qualities, anger, greed, envy, jealousy. These are like stones. He gets up. He gets up and stands. When you call him Sai Rama, he is coming towards you. But what happens? When he stands and comes towards you, the one stone hits. That is the anger. It hits here. So he is hurt. He again goes back and sits. And if we take away one of the stone, anger, again he comes back, and then the greed. So he gets hit again. So whenever we get all these bad qualities, we have to think that he is coming towards us. But because of all these qualities we have, all these anger, greed, envy, jealousy, pride, ego, all these things, he is not coming towards us, and we are not becoming him. So let us chant this 42 days just for the sole purpose that we have to take off all these things. And we'll all chant this together. Sai Ram.
So what the sister started off with Aditya Hridayam, what it means is Bruhat. Bruhat is magnanimous, grandiose. Daya means compassion. Infinite, grand compassion, not ordinary compassion. That is Aditya Hridayam. See, one of these things that we really need to, when we chant these mantras, when you chant a mantra, you're not chanting in a way for a god or some guru or anything like that. How does it apply to you? That is the fundamental question we have to ask. How do these mantras apply to me? What does it mean to me? How does it transform me? That is the fundamental question. So when I'm sitting here and talking, it is a transformation for me. And he is giving an opportunity to transform myself. I'm not here to transform anybody else. I'm here really only to transform myself. And this opportunity God is giving is to reflect and to be grounded in that reality. What does that really mean to me? So what does it mean to us? That when we chant Aditya Hridayam, that how is it transforming us? When we are chanting Surya Upanishad, how is it transforming us? How do we connect to that? That's the reflection. And in that is the sweetness of Adhyayana. Adhyayana. Your intellect is now focused and aligned towards that. It is already on the path of knowing that. So, Surya Upanishad, you all chanted Surya Upanishad last week 12 times and you have been learning that. Of course, there are some car clashes going on, but that's okay. That's part of the, without falling down, you can't learn cycling. You are bound to fall down when you learn cycling, and you have to know how to balance that. And that, what is it that you are connecting to when you are chanting each of these mantras? Suryat bhavanti bhutani, Suryena palitani tu, Suryalayam. It's like a addiction. So when you go to a bookstore, here is this, just connect to this. When you go to a bookstore, you ask a guy, do you have that book so and so, some physics book? He says, yes, I have. And he'll take a ladder and he'll go up to the 5th level and he'll pull 3 volumes. This is volume 1, 2, 3, costs you $120, cash or credit. But does the guy he knows exactly where the book is. In a huge bookstore, he knows exactly where the book is. And he can pull out the book for you, he can give the book to you, and he will tell you how much it costs, he'll tell you how much volumes have been available, and when they were published, everything, all of that information he can give. Does he know one single bit of what is in the book? Does he? Hello, is it a complicated question? He doesn't, isn't it? A pharmacist that gives you medicine and he can tell you all the side effects, does the pharmacist really know what the heck is the drug, how it is discovered, what it does? No, he doesn't. Exactly the same case with a guy, chant Aditya Hridayam. Exactly the same case with a guy that is doing the Rudram without understanding what it really means. What is it that I am saying here is that when the mind focuses towards that Adhyayana, that is the beauty of all of it. The rest of it, really, you're like the bookseller. Question you have to ask is, do I want to be a bookseller or do I want to really understand what the book is? That is the purpose of Veda study. That is the purpose of understanding so, tato yuddha parishrantam samare chintaya sthitam ravanancha agrato društva yuddhaya samupastitam. This has nothing to do with the context of Rama, and all of that is just getting your attraction to get to a scenario. But when you really chanting these mantras, all of that contextually is referring to you. There is a Buddha Kausika Mahamuni, one great soul, that actually condensed the entire Ramayana into Rama's life, into how it applies to you. How it applies to you, he condensed as one stotram called Rama Raksha Stotram. Sirome Raghava Patu Phalam Dasharathatmajaha Kausalyayo Drishaupatu Vishwamitra Priyashruti Ghranam Patu Makhatrata Mukham Saumitrivatsalaha Jihvam Vidyanidhipatu Kantham Bharatavanditaha Skandau Divyayudhapatu Bhujau Bhagnesha Karmukaha Karau Sita Padipatu Hrudayan Jamadagnijitu Madhyam Patu Kharadvamsi Nabhim Jambavadasritaha Sugrivesha Katipatu Sakthini Hanumat Prabhu Uru Raghuttama Rakshakula Vinashakrutu Januni Setukurpatu Janghe Dashamukantakaha Padau Vibhishana Sredaha Patu Ramo Akhilam Vapuhu. The entire Ramayana condensed into how it applies to different parts of your body. Sirome Raghav Patu, that's where it is starting. Sirome Raghava Patu, on the head is let Raghava manifest. What that means is, there is whatever you think with the head is really reflects upon the samskara. Raghava means the one who is born in Raghukula. That is what Raghava means. So the entire, what your behavior is, Siro, how you act with your head really reflects upon your samskara, your lineage. So every time you say something, do something, it is reflecting on your lineage. Phalam Dasharathatmajaha. Vishalamaina phalam. Vishala means magnanimous. So when you Ghranam Patu Makhatrata. Ghranam means the Nasika, the nose. Ghranam Patu Makhatrata. Makha means yajna. What is the yajna that is being done constantly by you? What is the yajna that is being done?
Breathing.
Soham. Breathing in, breathing out. That is the yajna. He is protecting that yajna. Do you have any idea how involuntary all that stuff is happening? Who is making your heart beat? Who is making you breathe involuntarily? Imagine that you forget to breathe or he forgets to make you breathe. From Siva, you become Shava. C is written like this in Telugu. When it goes up, it is Shava. When you write Telugu, C is this, Sha is that. Talakattu lechindi, it's gone. Swasa is gone, up. Then Shiva becomes a Shava. So who is keeping that? And not ordinary breath. Makha means, why did Rama incarnate? Period. To protect the yajna. That is the fundamental thing. That is the principle of Rama's life, nothing more. That is the intent of Rama's incarnation. To protect the yajnas. Simple. Did he live? Why did he, out of the entire lifespan that he spent, where did he spend it? In the forest. What did he do in the forest? Not enjoying the landscape. He went to Rishi after from Bharadwaja to Atri Mahamuni to Sharabhanga, Sutishna. How many rishis? Entire Ramayana is about this description of Rama, how he is going through the forest protecting all the rishis. In the process of it, some people will come, he will destroy them. What happened at the end is irrelevant. What happened during that 14 years of lifespan, in the forest, he is only protecting the yajna. That's the reason why paritranaya sadhunam, that is the first principle. Vinasaj dushkritam automatically happens. He didn't say vinasaj dushkritam paritranaya sadhunam. He said paritranaya sadhunam first. First is protection of what is good. The next, destruction of the. So we always have it the reverse way. We think that we have to destroy the evil. First one is dharmo rakshati. First you have to protect the dharma. And the dharma is yajna. The dharma is the yaga. The dharma is the Veda. That is the dharma. Rest of it, that's why when Swami says in a book very clearly in 1953 discourse, I have really come to reincarnate, to re-establish the Veda dharma. In the process of it, there will be so many other things that will be happening. And that will be construction of hospitals, service, this and that. But the main goal, the principle is Veda Dharma protection. Rest of it is, but we got caught up in this, side tracks, We forgot what is the main track. And then we are going into all the other kind of side tracks. And what is this Vedardhan Labhate? What is this Vedardhan Labhate means? That you will be now, once you know why you are here, the rest of it is just process. But you get caught up in the process, you forget the principle. It's not that process is unimportant. The goal is not the process, but people are confused. People are confused that reading the book and following some guidelines is the most important. But guidelines is not the principle. What's the ultimate objective? The ultimate objective is to know yourself, to realize yourself. That is the Veda Dharma. And what we forgot is, we forgot that. And then we got caught up in the book. And then we start interpreting the book. And then we start understanding what does this mean, that mean. All of a waste of time. Just simply waste. This is where fundamentally the other religions have fallen into trap. The trap that they have fallen into is, it's not in the book, so I should not follow it. Did you ever understand what Jesus did? Jesus, who took the Bible out and spread it? It is Saint Paul. It is not Jesus Christ. What happened with Jesus? Only Jesus knows. The interpretation of the people is the most ridiculous thing. You have to connect to it yourself. That is why that's what really Buddha did. The context of Buddha's life is exactly that. What happened to Buddha? He first got caught up with, he saw the misery, and then he said, the compassion within him came out and asked the question, why should I suffer? Why should anyone suffer? See, what a simple question. Simple question, why should anyone suffer? That's what Buddha asked. What is suffering? And then he didn't go read the books. He didn't go look at all the books. What did they write about suffering? What is happiness? He didn't go, what is happiness? Did he figure out? Swami is saying, be happy. He is not trying to say, figure out how to be happy. He is saying, be happy. What? Hello, I mean, to me that is so simple. Be happy doesn't mean that, oh, how should we be happy? That's not, be happy, that's it. Simple, right? Anando Brahma, that is what it is. So Buddha didn't go look for that's why when you look at then, you see the people that interprets Buddha life, they are caught up in confusion. They said Buddha is against Vedas. That's why he didn't read the Vedas. All of that is chumma interpretation and they are lost in confusion and everybody else is confused and they created a Buddha basically said, don't put my statue and worship. Connect to yourself. But the Buddha followers are actually confused. They put only Buddha statue, they forget to connect to themselves. Huh? Right? That is the Vedardhan Labhate means you will be able to connect to who you are. And Aditya Hridayam really lays out how to connect to yourself. Surya Upanishad lays it how many different ways, whatever you turn around, it will be same mantras. Ganesh mantra also says the Brahmasi, Vishnurasi, all that stuff, right? Huh? Surya also says the same thing. Vishnu also, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Rudro Jayate, Narayanat. Huh? Why all of that stuff? Everybody is saying the same mantras in different ways. But the question is, in whatever way you look at it, that's the substance. The substance is the only one. It is manifested in so many different ways. And this connection to these mantras is the most blissful thing. The rest of it is just a process. Any thoughts, questions, comments? Crystal clear. Huh? Any things about when you are chanting Surya Upanishad? Are there any particular mantras or any particular aspects that we are, that's not a trick question, I'm really serious, that we need to reflect upon? Huh? The whole thing? Aditya Hridayam, okay. I think we have a record of a repetition of that. So this Aditya Hridayam, as a child, I would always listen. And I learned Aditya Hridayam and many of these mantras only by listening. And my father would, every day morning my father would chant Aditya Hridayam. Irrespective of whatever the day is. And there was no day that would go by without listening to this. This is a wake-up call every day morning. He would make sure he will chant loud so that, we have to wake up. But he never, it's, I was in Parthi and the book that was released was first given to Swami, and this is the book. I know many of you, this is the book that was released on Father, Satya Siva Sundarakriti, Sri Purushottam Samsmriti. And this Satya Siva Sundaram, Satyam Sivam Sundaram, those three are my father's most favorite words. And he wrote a book also, Satyam Sivam Sundaram, and same thing translated in English called Truth, Bliss and Beauty. And long story short, the main purpose of this book was really, my father had written so many books, more than 30 of them, but not a single one was relevant to my mother. So we decided to put all his life together and dedicate to her. That's what we did. And that's the most appropriate thing to do with the mother. And Divine Mother was the most important focus of my father, because the Divine Mother of Pondicherry, Sri Mata. And this Sri Mata, and I was in Parthi and I was sharing from this book with brother Raviteja, and then he asked, I saw that in the program there is a item called, devotional music. What are you singing? And I said, I didn't think about anything, what to sing. He said, what are you saying, Anna? You should compose your father's, tune, one of the things that he has written, and just compose it and sing. And it didn't even occur to me that I have to do that. You see how the divine acts in his way. The moment Ravi Teja said that, automatically the tune for this song, my father, when he visited US during one of the Navaratri times, wrote a song on the Divine Mother. Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Susri Sundara Suruchira Subhaga, Ni Kataksha Vitchana Kantula, Akarshimpuma Sumanognya. It's beautiful, very complex mantras. He would take and put them in very simple Telugu so that, madcaps like me can understand. Mahalakshmi Vai Mamu Rakshimpuma, Maha Saraswatiga Divimpuma, Maha Kaliga Malo Dagina, Maha Rakshasula Nirmulimpuma. Simple. Mahalakshmi Vai Mamu Rakshimpuma, Maha Saraswatiga Divimpuma. Bless us. Maha Kaliga Malo Dagina, Maha Rakshasula Nirmulimpuma. Like Mahakali, bring out all the demons that are within us and destroy them. Maheshwariga Mamu Nadipimpuma, Mahodatta Chaitanya Spurtini, Mahritkamalamulan Nivasimpuma, Om Aim Hrim Srim Mantradhishwari. O Chidrupini, Chidvilasini, Satchidananda Sadgatidayini, Sri Lalita Parameshwari, Bala Lalimpumu Ni Mrudulashyavali. See, so all of those great attributes you have, but at the end of the day, I am a small child in your lap. So pamper me. Lalimpumu Ni Mrudu Lasyavali. Tallivi Nive, you are the mother. Neni Tanayanu, I am your child. Talli, O mother. Naku Janimpumu Tanayaga, please be born as my child. You see how beautiful that feeling is? You are my mother, I am your child, but oh mother, please be born as my child. So what is the purpose of it? Sometimes mother, sometimes father. Like this, we will play with each other forever. Ullamulitla Agnonyam Allukani, Ullasintamu Navachetanato. Amma Nidaya, Amma, it's your grace. Amma is your grace. This is the Maha Mantra. And give this Maha Mantra to everything that happens. Amma, it's your grace. Amma, it is your grace. The beautiful thing is, when Mother Karunamayi asked me, how come you are chanting all these Vedas like that? Who taught you? I said, Amma, it is your grace. Amma Nidaya. I didn't even connect to what I was saying. And then I was looking at this thing and I read my father's poem here. Amma Nidaya. Anu Samsmaraname Imma Makadi Mahita Mantramagu. Ajivita Padheya Manargama. That path is the most supreme one. Which is that supreme path? Everything that happens, Amma, it's your grace. Amma, it is your grace. Because it is the grace of the mother that makes us sustain our lives. And this tune, all out of a blue, I was really grateful to the brother for giving that. Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Susri Sundara, Suruchira Subhaga, Nikataksha, Vitchana Kantula, Akarashimpuma Sumanognya, Mamma Karashimpuma Sumanognya, Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Mahalakshmi Vai Mamurakshimpuma, Mahasaraswatiga Divimpuma, Mahalakshmi Vai Mamurakshimpuma, Mahasaraswatiga Divimpuma, Mahakaliga Malodagina, Maharakshasula Nirmulimpuma, Maharakshasula Nirmulimpuma. Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Om Sri Mata, O Jagadishwari, Maheshwari Gamamu Nadipimpuma, Mahodatta Chaitanya Spurtini, Maheshwari Gamamu Nadipimpuma, Mahodatta Chaitanya Spurtini, Mahrit కమలములం నివసింపుమ ఓం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం మంత్రాధీశ్వరి మా కమలములం నివసింపుమ ఓం ఐం హ్రీం శ్రీం మంత్రాధీశ్వరి ఓ చిద్రూపిణి చిద్విలాసిని సచ్చిదానంద సద్గతిదాయిని శ్రీలలితా పరమేశ్వరి బాల లాలింపుముని మృదులాస్యావళి లాలింపుముని మృదులాస్యావళి ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి తల్లివి నీవే నేనీ తనయను తల్లివి నీవే నేనీ తనయను తల్లి నాకు జనింపుము తనయగ ఉల్లములిట్లన్యోన్యమల్లుకొని ఉల్లములిట్లన్యోన్యమల్లుకొని ఉల్లాసింతమునవచేతనతో ఉల్లాసింతమునవచేతనతో ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి అమ్మా నీ దయ అనుసంస్మరణమే ఇమ్మా మాకది మహిత మంత్రమగు అమ్మా నీ దయ 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 అనుసంస్మరణమే ఇమ్మా మాకది మహిత మంత్రమగు ఆజీవిత పాధేయమనర్ఘము అజరామరణోపాయ రహస్యము అజరామరణోపాయ రహస్యము ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి సుశ్రీ సుందర సురుచిర శుభగ నీ కటాక్ష వీక్షణ కాంతుల ఆకర్షింపుము సుమనోజ్ఞ మమ్మాకర్షింపుమ సుమనోజ్ఞ ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి ఓం శ్రీమాత ఓ జగదీశ్వరి. Instantaneously the tune came. Swami's grace. It's never composed a song like that. It was not actually composing. Brother says it happens. You know, his sankalpa is that out of the. I don't know how many of you know Ravi Teja. He is very close. Swami's, he's a brother, more than a brother actually. And out of the blue, he said, no, you can't sing any song. You have to sing Nana's song only. And just compose, it's okay. And then as soon as he said, I opened the book and the, and the point of this is that it is most of the things, the Guru's grace as we say it, Father's grace, Mother's grace, are the most easiest graces to obtain. You don't even ask, right? The grace automatically comes. And it's such a phenomenal experience to be able to do this, get this book. And I didn't even, the book title, Satyasiva Sundarakruti, 9 letters. And Sri Purushottam Samsmriti, 9 letters. 9 plus 9, 18, 8 plus 1, 9. Everything that happens. And it was a phenomenal experience because Father is a blind student. He was probably the only professor that actually, first one to actually get a blind man a PhD. And he is right now head of the department of Telugu in Nagarjuna University. And he was saying, 25 years he spent life with my father, this blind man. And he was the only son. His name is Dr. Satyanarayana. And we would watch him. He would have a father. And when he completed his MA, they wouldn't give him admission to PhD because how can a blind man do PhD. And this man came to, I remember that scene, the old father, he is a farmer, and this gentleman, they were sitting outside, morning 6:30. My father asked, Satyanarayana, what can I do for you? He says, I have to do PhD. But the university wouldn't give him admission because he's the blind man. My father said, no, what is that to do with getting paid? I will talk to the registrar, I will talk to the vice chancellor. He went and talked to vice chancellor, talked to registrar, talked to minister of education. He said, don't stop him to pursue his career because he is a blind man. And so he did PhD under my father, and he got PhD, and after that my father said, you should become a professor in the university. And my father never, my sister is a PhD in Telugu, he never even approached anybody for any of our daily things. So, but for his students, he dedicated his life. When a student comes, it doesn't matter. And so much love for his student. There will be people that are non-Brahmins, and my aunt would live in our house. She's very orthodox Brahmin woman. And my father will bring all these people, nothing related to Christians, Muslims, doesn't matter. They'll all be eating in our house, and father will tell mother to serve all this food and everything. And they'll be saying, my grandfather was actually discarded from Brahmin community in Bapatla because Gurram Joshua, one of the untouchables, lived in my grandfather's house, and he used to write poetry. So he was not invited to any functions, no temples, nothing, because he had an untouchable in his house. So my grandfather wouldn't care. He would have his vibhuti and all that stuff, but he would say, God is not in the temple. He is right here in my home when the students are here. So like this, the inspiration was his father, and for me, my inspiration is my father. And this inspiration, this blind man actually shared how 25 years my father would take him everywhere he goes. And he did PhD, he is now head of the department of Telugu. And he's saying, I'm pretty sure his children didn't receive so much love from my Guruji as I received from him. So it's so inspirational to have so many people come and share, and it was we are very grateful to Bhagavan that he has chosen such incredible parents for us. And I shared that if there is any other life, and I think I would say that he should be my father again, because that's the love and the compassion, and most importantly, so many people were touched by his. When he is taking a class in Telugu grammar, MA, Anil Kumar would say, Anil Kumar Swami's translator, he was telling me the other day, he would tell the people that no, Purushottam Garu is giving lecture, we'll attend that and come back for the botany class. He is MSc in botany. So they wouldn't go to botany class but come and listen to my father's lecture, because it will be full of jokes and all kinds of, it's not a class, it's like an incredible interaction with the students and sharing. And same thing with me. When his students came, he would be talking to them. The book will be in front of me, but I'll be only listening to my father, what he's saying about Bhagavatam and all these great epics and all that stuff. So I'm sorry to bother you with all this personal thing, but I thought, it's an experience, and we are all indebted to, no parent is great or small or big, or parent is a parent. We should all first, if only our parents bless, Swami's blessings will come, otherwise they won't come. That is the bottom line. Just remember that. Only if we keep our parents happy, then Swami will be happy. And it's an experience in my own life. Whenever I take my mother, Swami will definitely bless me. No question. If I go alone, he wouldn't be paying any attention. And that is the case, because her mind is only focused. Because if you want to get something done from Swami and Swami's heart, pray to Ishwarama. It will happen. And today, we're celebrating Ishwarama Day. Why? Because Ishwarama always dedicated her life taking prayers of others to Swami. Swami, vadi college lo seat kavali Swami. స్వామి వాడికి హాస్పిటల్లో ఇది కావాలి స్వామి, స్వామి వాళ్ళకి చేరేవు స్వామి, స్వామి వాళ్ళకి అది పెట్టు స్వామి, స్వామి వాళ్ళకి, షీఈ్ ఆల్వేస్ సెయింగ్ స్వామి గివ్ దట్ టు దట్ గై, స్వామి గివ్ దట్ టు దిస్ పర్సన్, స్వామి బ్లెస్ హిమ్ స్వామి, అండ్ హీ విల్ ఫైనల్, బట్ he has to oblige his mother. Swami is like that, so he'll say okay, I'll take care of it, and he'll do it. He'll fed up with her, and and he'll tell her, why you are bringing all these applications to me, why don't you be quiet? But she wouldn't be quiet. Swami's Ishwarama is the door to Swami. If you want to get Swami's grace, two people you have to pray, Ishwarama or the Ganapati. Both of those guys will take you direct application, no other channels required. Same thing with your own mother. If your mother prays to Swami, Swami will listen to that prayer much better than you praying directly to Swami. So tell your mother, please pray to Swami on behalf of her. That's what she does anyway, all the time. Mothers always do that only. Swami, take care of this kid. Swami, take care of that. That is the only prayer that mother has. Nothing else. She wouldn't even, that's the sacrifice, and that sacrifice is divinity, and Bhagavan will make sure that he listens to the mother first. So tomorrow is Mother's Day, and we are thinking about the mother, we're thinking about the parents, and everything is, the divine plan comes in such a way that he chooses everything to happen on a particular spot. So with that, let's I forgot people on the, so people are asking what is next. We will do Ganapati Ghanapatam. Ghanapatam is in the book. I will actually send the English version also. Can I get your help to get the swaras in English for Ganapatam? You have the Mantra Pushpam book, or you need the script? You need the script. So we'll start Ganapatam because that is the one that will Gananam tva Gananam tva Ganapatigum tva Gananam tva Ganapatigum Havamahi Ganapatigum Hava. So 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3. That is the meter that it would run. So we'll start Ganapatam. Okay, we'll close today with this people, another program here. So Paramam Pavitram Vibhujam Paramam Vichitram Vibhujam Paramartha Ishtada Moksha Pradhanam Baba Vibhujam Idamashayami. Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba Vibhuti, pouring forth in brilliant stream, display of Vibhuti. So auspicious is its mind, it grants liberation. Baba's Vibhuti, His power protects me. Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai. Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai. Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai. Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai Jai Jai Sai Ram Sai Ram Sai Ram 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 Shanti 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 Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Sami Shanta Suchagum Shamayatu Antarikshagum Shantam Tadvayuna Shantam Tanme Shantagum Suchagum Shamayatu Jau Shanta Savichena Shanta Sami Shanta Suchagum Shamayatu Prithvi Shantirantariksagum Shantirjau Shantirdisha Shantiravantaradisha Shantiragni Shantirvayu Shantiraditya Shanti Chandrama Shanti Nakshatrani Shantirapa Shantiroshadaya Shantirvanaspataya Shantirgyau Shantiraja Shantirasva Shanti Purusha Shanti Brahma Shanti Brahmana Shanti Shantireva Shanti Shantirme Astu Shantihi Dayahagum Shantya Sarvashantya Makyam Vipade Chatushpade Cha Shantim Karomi Shantirme Astu Shantihi Shanti Shanti Shantihi Samastalokaः Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaः Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaः Sukhino Bhavantu Shanti Shanti Shanti